It's fascinating how people can be so deeply connected to their beliefs, to the things they hold true. There's something powerful in that, and yet sometimes there's an invisible barrier, one that keeps people from hearing anything that doesn't line up with what they already believe. It's almost like a defense mechanism. But what if, instead of confronting that defense head on, we could simply guide them, help them to see what they thought they knew might not be all there is, without pushing, without forcing, just gently guiding the process? Isn't it interesting that people, they can believe certain things for years, only to one day realise those beliefs, they're no longer valid? We all go through that, don't we? We learn something and suddenly we see things in a whole new light. But here's the magic. People, they're not looking for facts or proof. They're looking for something deeper. And they don't always realise that what they seek can be found inside them, not in something outside them. Take, for example, faith. Now, faith is a tricky thing. You don't have to take away someone's belief in something divine. That's not the real issue. The real issue is what they believe about themselves. Because once they lose faith in themselves, truly doubt their own abilities or worth, everything they once clung to will begin to feel irrelevant. Slowly, they might find their faith in religion or anything else beginning to fade. And it's not because you argued with them, no. It's because you helped them see the power they've been missing within themselves. And here's where the power really lies. Think about the people around you. They crave connection, don't they? We all do. There's a deep need for kindred spirits, people who understand us, people who mirror our experiences. When you embody that kindred spirit, when you become someone they can trust, they'll follow. You become their anchor. As you hold space for them, they'll cling to you. Not because they have to, but because they want to. It's not about convincing them with logic. It's about creating a sense of belonging, a sense of we're in this together. Now there's something interesting about this. You'll find people are more willing to hold on to things that they already have than to risk losing them. The dollar you have in your pocket, you're going to fight harder to keep it than you are to get a new one. It's all about what they feel that they have and what they don't want to lose. So when you align with them, when you share their experience, they begin to trust you. And if you were to somehow make them feel like they lost that trust, well, that's when they'll start to question things. But here's the trick. Show them there's more for them and they'll follow. But what happens when someone you care about goes down a path that you're not ready or able to follow? It creates a dilemma, doesn't it? If they get rich and you stay the same, or worse, if you get broke, there's an invisible shift in the relationship. You might try to hold on to them, but deep down, the pain of loss, it'll show you things have changed. That's the human condition. We want to hold on to things because we feel the loss. But here's something you might already know. Pleasure and pain, they're just feelings. Everything we do, everything we choose, it's in response to a feeling that we want to create more of or less of. When you realise that, the power to change your experience becomes so much easier. And here's where it gets even more fascinating. People, they often come for one thing, but it's never really the thing they need. Take herbs, for example. They come for herbs, but they don't really come for enlightenment. What they're after is an escape, a way to bliss out and forget. But here's the truth. Blissing out without a purpose, it's just escapism. It's not evolution. It's just a temporary fix. Meditation. People often see it as a cure-all. But what kind of meditation are we talking about? There are countless types. What's the purpose? Is it leading you to a deeper understanding? Or are you just floating away, trying to avoid the very real, very transformative work that could bring true change? Let's put it like this. It's like saying sports. What kind of sports? What type of game you play determines the outcome. And the structure of what you do, the process itself, that's where the magic happens. The content of the experience, it doesn't matter nearly as much as how you engage with it, how you structure your approach to it. This is where it all comes together. The process is what shapes your experience. You don't need to know the details of every step. Just follow the model that works, the structure that leads you to what you want. This is a game changer, softening your approach, asking questions strategically, and stacking your interventions. These small, powerful actions, they'll guide the way. But here's the secret, the piece that many miss. Pay attention, stay present, stay aware. Because the subject, the person you're guiding, the person you're supporting, they'll tell you everything you need to know to take them to the next step. All you have to do is listen. Listen deeply, and the journey will unfold naturally. So what's the ultimate lesson in all this? It's not about changing people's beliefs. It's about guiding them to realise the power they've always had within themselves. It's about creating a space for them to explore their own truths, to discover their own path. And as you do this, as you help them unlock the wisdom they already possess, you'll find the change happens effortlessly.